everybody, welcome to General Hospital MV, my GH after show. It is Thursday today, which means it's kind of weird that I'm doing an after show today, but there was only 2 episodes of GH this week, which means it's probably going to be a bit of a short GHNB. Apparently your guys' president didn't interrupt the show enough, so they thought let's run some reruns for a while. So on that note, let's get into Monday and Tuesday's episodes. First of all, that flash drive that Drew found in Margot's things, yeah, wasn't the flash drive we thought it would be. They spent that entire episode confronting each other about a flash drive that only had pictures of her and her family in it. Guess that's one way to drag out the story. On the plus side, we got some really good scenes between Sam and Christina that episode. Christina confesses to Sam that there's just a little bit of trouble in paradise between her and Parker. It's not so much their personal relationship as it is the fact that Christina has no life and she's kind of living her life for Parker at the moment. Parker has a career in order, she's starting a new chapter in her life, and Christina's just kind of there. Long story short, Christina is not happy, and Sam thinks that Christina has every right to be happy. Christina being, well, Christina thinks that going back home to Port Charles permanently would prove that her mom was right. So Sam pointed out that it would just be stupid of her to just go and be unhappy with Parker just to spite her mom. Sam, being the badass ride-or-die sister chick that she is, offers to fly back to wherever Parker and Christina live, I forget, and help her move back to Port Charles. Personally, I really love those scenes, and this might actually be the way that Kelly Monaco makes her exit for her surgery, so we may not see Sam for a while. Alright, now let's talk about some of the bigger storylines that were going on in the show. As you guys might recall from last week, Mike had a really bad episode with his Alzheimer's and set off an alarm in the house, and that nearly caused Sonny, a bodyguard, and Jason to shoot Mike. Didn't happen, thankfully, but it almost did, and that scares Sonny into realizing that maybe he should put Mike in a home after all. So now Sonny is looking into facilities to put Mike in, and of course he hasn't brought that up with Mike yet, but you know, it's something that has to happen. I mean, this is a really sad story to watch. It's really good though, because Maurice and Max are killing it, and like I mentioned before, I don't need the whole Mike and the body in the basement or below the basement situation. That does not need to be told. This is the story, and it's really, really good. The Corinthos family scenes aren't the only good family scenes we got this week though. On Monday's episode, we had Curtis, Jordan, and Stella going through family therapy with a guest star from Grey's Anatomy. Do you recognize her? She is playing Dr. Massey, their therapist, and she got an earful from Stella and Jordan. They were some highly emotional scenes, and I thought all the actors a part of the scene really rocked the episode. I am truly gonna miss Vanessa as Jordan. Like, seeing those scenes, I'm just like, she's so good, and they don't give her enough material, and now she's gone. She's going into primetime in Canada, so, you know, I'm happy for her as a fellow Canadian, but as a GH fan, I'm sad that she's gone. Alright, now let's talk about Tuesday's episode. First, let's bring up Nina. You guys know that Valentine is trying to track down her long-lost daughter that she did give birth to while being in a coma. Valentine is trying to keep it hush-hush from Nina in case things don't go the way he plans and doesn't track down the daughter or finds out that the daughter is dead or something. Obviously, Nina finding out that her daughter is dead would be devastating for Nina, unlike the fact that her mother is dead. That's right, Madeline Reeves is dead somehow, and Valentine totally seems completely shocked by it, you guys. It probably wasn't him at all that killed her. Did you believe that lie? I didn't believe that lie. Of course, he could have faked her death like he did Claudette's death and just had her break out of prison or something. Boy, oh boy. Now let's talk about Brad and Lucas. So we learned that Julian actually did meet up with the birth mother off screen. We still don't know who she is. All he really did was try to convince her to have Brad and Lucas keep the baby, and he wasn't sure if she complied or not, but at the end of that episode, it seemed like maybe she did. Brad, Lucas, Alexis, and Diane's client, the mom, were supposed to meet up together, but the mom did not show up, and Diane seemed to have a smirk on her face. Perhaps the mom changed her mind after all. Now obviously this is just going to prolong Michael finding out that Wiley is in fact Jonah, but whatever. GH just loves to drag out the stories that we don't want to see dragged out, so let's just watch, I guess. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Port Charles, it turns out that Jocelyn and Oscar are celebrating an anniversary. I didn't realize it was that long already. Oscar heads to the Corinthos house to get some pictures from the dance that they went to, and he has a bonding moment with his uncle Jason. Jason offered him a ride to Jocelyn on his motorbike, but before they could actually get on the bike, Oscar has a seizure, and that is literally how they ended this week's episodes, with Oscar having a seizure. We gotta wait till next Tuesday to find out what's going on with Oscar, you guys. I do give GH props though, because there was a lot going on with Ryan and Kevin's story in the one episode. In fact, we got to see a crap ton of flashbacks of the original story between Ryan and Kevin and Felicia. One thing that those flashbacks proved is that Felicia has not aged a day in 25 years. That woman is ageless. I think the only thing that changed about Felicia was the size of her hair. They also thankfully told us which twin was which. Ryan is in fact the guy that is in the straitjacket in Ferncliff, and Kevin is the one outside of it. Ryan was merely trying to impersonate Kevin to get out of there. Of course, things might be changing though, because Ryan actually broke out of his restraints and hit Kevin, knocked him out, and escaped. So, look out, Felicia. I'm actually really excited for this storyline, you guys. It's great to see a veteran storyline taking the forefront. Hopefully Mac will make an appearance, and of course Laura's coming back in the fall, so she's no doubt going to be a part of the story as well, and perhaps Lucy Coe too. And yep, that's about it. That was all this week's GH. I mean, 2 episodes. They packed a punch in both of them, but you know, we gotta wait. So, this is your GH Envy. Oh, by the way, someone on Tumblr mentioned to me that Kim perhaps may be keeping a really big secret. I'm not one to read spoilers, so I didn't hear about that. But, I mean, I might as well ask you guys, if Kim is hiding a secret, what do you think that secret is? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what you thought of Mondays and Tuesdays episodes in general in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to. I usually do these videos on Sundays, unless they take like, you know, 5 days off with GH, and then I'll do it 2 days after it's done. Alright, see you guys later.